Hi everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about TCS policy change. It is a very important video if you have given the TCS NQT exam or if you are planning to join TCS, if you want to join TCS in future. For everything, this video is very important because there are a lot of policy change that happened in TCS. The all the policies will be applied in TCS after 12th of June. Okay, and these are the current new changes which TCS announced. Please make sure to watch the video till the end. I will be explaining you each and every change. Okay, the source is MSN. The link will be in the description, so you can get the MSN whole news article. Okay, so let's talk about this. First of all, that there is a change in bench policy. Now let's understand this. Okay, TCS has changed its rule how long employee can stay without a project. According to document reviewed by the Times of India, now staff can only be on the bench, not working on a project for up to 35 working days each year. They must spend at least 2 to 5 days a year working on projects. This new rule started on June of 12th and mean to make sure employees being used well and helping the company reach its goal. Okay, now first try to understand this. When you will get on board in TCS, okay, there is project allocation process, but suppose TCS doesn't have many projects at that time, then what happens, you go on bench. Okay, you go on bench. Now bench is a period where you will be going to the office, you will be learning the new things, but there is a shortage of project, so that's why you will be not working on the project. This is the process of bench. Okay, and you will be waiting that if some new project comes, if the requirement comes, then you will be allocated to project. Okay, there is a person called resource manager. Okay, resource manager work, the work of the resource manager is to actually supply uh, the basically staff to a project. Okay, this is the work of a resource manager and you are a staff. Okay, now understand this thing. Suppose there is a shortage of project, there are not much project, there are not many requirements in TCS. Okay, and suppose you are on bench. Okay, bench means you are not working on any billable project. Now billable is, what is billable? Billable means when you are working for some client. Okay, suppose TCS is providing some services to Amazon. Okay, then Amazon will be client and TCS will be your company. Okay, so if you are not on a billable project, this creates some problem, because if you are not on a billable project, then actually the salary which you are getting, that is directly from TCS. Okay, and if you are working for some client, then that client pays TCS to actually pay the employees. Okay, but if you are not on any project, then directly from the profit sharing of TCS they will be paying you. This is the main process. Okay, now they have changed the bench policy. Now what will happen is, suppose you got on board in TCS, you have completed your training. Now after completing your training, you need to get the project as soon as possible, and if the project is not available, it will be a very tense situation for you. You need to work with resource manager to actually get something billable. Okay, something billable at least. So suppose, for an example, I will explain to you. Suppose there is a project going on. Okay, so suppose there is a project going on. Okay, in that project, suppose there is no vacancy to onboard you, but suppose there is a documentation work. Okay, documentation work, they need some helper kind of staff to do the documentation work in 7 to 14 days. Now suppose you are not in the project, but you will ask the resource manager that I can complete that document work, please assign me 14 days billable in that project. Okay, so this kind of thing you need to do. Like, you cannot sit freely, like if you do not have any project, it will create a problem for you. So this is the new policy change. And actually I worked in a MNC, so I know this is a very difficult thing and it will create a lot of problem. So when we say TCS has a good work culture, TCS is a relaxing company, but now from good, it can went to a very hectic tensed environment because of these policy changes. Because suppose there is no project, there is a not, that is not a fault of a staff. A staff already wants to work on a project, but if you are hiring more and you do not have project, you have shortage of the project, how can a staff can get the work? This is the main problem. Okay, Now, second thing, Chandrasekhar Ramkumar, who leads TCS Resource Management Group, explained that if employees spend too much time without a project, it could hurt their pay, career growth, chances to work abroad, or even their job itself. That means now TCS, even what steps they can do, okay, they can decline your salary payment, okay, you will not get any hike, you will not get the promotions, chances to get abroad you will not get, even the job itself, means if you are for a long time on bench, okay, they can maybe they can remove you, okay, because clearly in the words of the TCS Resource Management Group, this can now happen. So this is also a policy change, okay, and it is very very hurtful that TCS is doing these things, because TCS is known for a job security, and these kind of statements, now even the best company in the terms of job security is not safe. So where we are leading, where our country is going, I don't know, but this is very very like painful to watch actually from TCS. Okay, if someone is not on a project, they need to work with the resource management group to find a new assignment. While waiting, they must spend 4 to 6 hours a day learning new skill using company platforms like iEvolve, Fresco Plays, VLS, and LinkedIn. They also have to finish their required training and use the company's AI interview course to get ready for the future projects. Okay, so if suppose you are not on the project, you continuously need to ask the resource management group if there are some new assignments. As I explained you, suppose there is a project going on, there is little bit work of documentation or deployment or something, they need a helper, you need to ask continuously that if they can assign to you, okay. Also 4 to 6 hours a day you need to go for learning, like from iVolve, these are some platforms which they provide, you need to learn, okay. To help people get assigned to the project faster, TCS now wants employee to come into the office, working from home, and having flexible schedules. Schedule is only allowed in special cases with approval. Okay, so now the hybrid mode is also gone, and if you cannot come to the office now, TCS is not entertaining that. Strictly, you need to come to the office. You need to give your 9 hours in the project. Uh, doesn't matter if you are on the project, if you are not on the project, doesn't matter if you have some emergency, but you need to come to the office daily now to the TCS. Okay, earlier this year TCS also made its work from office rule stricter. Employee in India can only ask for up to 6 exceptions per quarter for personal emergencies, and they cannot save unused exceptions day or letter. Only 6 days in the emergency you can use basically your work from home skill, only 6 days. Okay, so this is also a very 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 hard cut down, okay, and you need to strictly come to the office. To help with issues like not enough office space, TCS lets employee ask for up to 30 exception days at once, making it easier to plan short term remote work. Okay, lastly, TCS warned that employees who keep getting assigned to the short projects could face HR investigation and possible disciplinary action. So basically what happens when you are for short term in the project, suppose you are on the project for 1 month, we all know in the companies 15 to 20 days actually we get only to get the access of the project, only in the KTs. So if you are not working long on a particular project, it can create problem. And basically I'd say that it is not in the hand of employee, but it totally depends the kind of project company is getting, what resource manager is allocating. So these things are not in the employee hand, it is only the luck, because I already worked in the MNC, I know these things. So these things will actually increase the tension for the employees. Also, many things are not in the hand of the employees. No one wants to sit on the bench if they allocated the project. No one wants to do that. But if there is no project, how can someone get the project? So now they are saying it is the problem of the staff, but actually it is the problem of the lack of projects, right? So these are the policy changes which implemented from TCS and now applicable for all. Please read them all, and if you don't if you want to join the TCS, please be aware with all these things, so you will not get a cultural shock. Okay, also summary, TCS has, this is the summary, what they have did. TCS has limited bench time to 35 business days a year. Okay, so only for 35 days now you can be on bench period where you will be not working on any project. Okay, unallocated employees must spend 4 to 6 hours a day upskilling and stay interview ready. Work from office is mandatory for quick project deployment. Flexible work options are allowed only in exceptional emergencies with prior RMG approval. RMG is basically a resource management group. So these are the quick summary. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching.